Welcome everyone to the first episode of Video and Audio Rodian Radio. I am your host Chase.
This is your co-host Danny.
And we have a big show tonight for you people. Big show. Got a lot of reveals to talk about from Hasbro. Got a pretty epic reveal to talk about from Lego. Got some Star Wars news to get into. And so without further ado, we are going to get this thing going off the bat. First thing I want to point out is, Danny's got me beat on the background.
I do. I put a little more into it. I was like, this has to be for the people. They need to see my face.
I am not that equipped enough to have backgrounds like that, so I have a Star Wars blanket pinned up.
He's got a blanket and I got a virtual.
This is my temporary workspace.
It's all right.
So
we're in development.
Yes, this is my temporary workspace. All right, so we got some. You want to say anything before we get into the news, or you want to go ahead?
Yeah, just a couple things. Like, just want to say thank you guys for being patient with my mic. It's been a while. It's been upgrading, and now we have the upgrades.
Yes, and Grogu approves.
You can hear me loud and clear. And or else this is my first time actually revealing or actually doing faces, because I haven't done that yet for my Instagram. But if you guys follow my Instagram at DCRZBoy, BO spelled BOI_photos on Instagram.
That's boy, not boy.
Boy. You can see all the photos and updates. I try to do it weekly, or I try to do it as oftenly as I can. This is holidays are coming up and everything, you know how it is. But yeah, that's pretty much how I'm doing things.
A little fun fact about this blanket behind me. One of my friends from high school actually made this by hand.
Nice. It's a really sick blanket.
Yeah. It's got Boba Fett right here.
Mm-hmm.
It's the let me see if I can find it. Yeah, here's a better. It's the classic Boba Fett.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Like the holiday special Boba Fett.
Yeah.
But from the left side of you, you look like Commander Fox is like giving you the stink eye.
Stink eye, you better not be giving me
and then from the right side of you, if you hold your fist up, kind of look like you're uppercutting him a little bit.
Uppercutting. God dang.
All right, so we got some Star Wars news, so let's go ahead and get into that.
All right.
If I can get my audio to work here.
Good news for you,
all right, let's redo that.
Good news for you, my lord.
Okay. All right, there we go. Gotta work on that. My volume was muted. Okay. Star Wars news. So what do you want to do? You want to do Hasbro or Lego first?
Let's do Lego first.
Lego? All right. So if you follow Lego, or if you're a toy collector or a Lego collector and you keep up with recent reveals, if I'm not mistaken, today Lego actually released a 6,785 piece AT-AT.
What is that?
It's the big walkers from Hoth, from Empire.
Yeah, okay.
And the actually only two times we actually see them in film is, of course, Empire on Hoth and Return of the Jedi on Endor. That's the only two times we actually see that vehicle. Now, all right. Well, they're in The Last Jedi. That doesn't count.
All the chicken walking things?
The chicken walkers are the thing that Chewie rides around in Endor. What are those called?
Okay. I forgot what it's called.
ATSTs or something like that.
Oh, but you're talking about the AT-ATs.
I'm talking about the big walkers.
Oh, yeah. Those are really cool.
Big
I always wanted one of those.
It's 2.5 feet tall.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know the price range, but I want to say it's about the same price range as that 5,000 piece Millennium Falcon.
Dude.
But I mean, nearly 7,000.
Oh, it's 800.
800 bucks.
Yeah.
Man.
You gotta have some big wallets. It says 8 ways to just spending 800. Yeah. It says $800 on Lego's massive new Star Wars AT-AT set. Worth.
That's $800 Lego's not getting from me.
800, dude. Dude,
That's
imagine the
crazy though.
scalpers. They're gonna be like 1600. Like, oh my god,
Oh
might as well
yeah.
do a down
This is
payment.
a rare Disney Plus exclusive.
Oh my god, like, get out of here. Like,
Can't find this in stores. It's rare, extremely rare. I can already see the people on the card.
mm,
Extremely rare,
mhm.
not found in stores, never opened. And then they get the box and they've already took all the pieces out of it. Just sent you an empty box for $1,600.
Dang, I don't know. I've always, but I think out of all the ones that have come out, I think the Mandalorian one is always like I'm always like at the end of the shopping cart online, and I'm like, do I really need this? It's like $130. I'm like, but it's so good. I'm like,
Which
and
Mandalorian
then
is that?
the ship that he had,
Oh,
and
the
then like
Razor
legit,
Crest.
yeah, and then I was like, I'll wait a week, and then the week later his ship gets blown up, and I'm like, all right, he's getting a new one, so I'm like,
Yeah.
all right.
Well, all right, let's get into Hasbro. This is not a
Mhm.
release today. This has actually been out for a few days, but the HasLab Rancor,
Mhm.
we see the HasLab Razor Crest come out and then the ship blows up like the week after.
Literally.
So this leads me to speculate, are they releasing the Rancor because we're going to see it in the book of Boba Fett?
Hmm. Or it's no, because then they
Of course,
come
it
right,
won't be
man.
the same Rancor, but what if
Yeah, it'd
it's
be a different
Moochie
one. Maybe
from the Bad
from
Batch?
the Bad Batch. Yeah.
And it's going to be the last episode of the series, and you're going to see a Rancor, and Omega is going to be
Oh
riding the top
no.
of it. She's going to have
Like,
she's
cut,
going to
cut the
have the
show.
saddles.
Cut the
Yeah,
show. Cut production.
she's going to have saddles, and Boba's going to look up and say, "Sister,"
I don't know about that.
and then Omega's going to be like, "I'm here for the Polynesian spa."
I hated I honestly hated Omega all 9, whatever how many episodes it was until the last episode. That's the only time I
Well,
didn't hate
I
her.
like Commander Fox. How about that?
Yeah. Yeah, my wallpaper says
That's the name.
otherwise.
That is the name of my latest shirt that I'm going to make for Rodian Radio. I like Commander Fox. How about that?
All right, so I like to submit my 2-week notice. Actually, I won't even do a 2-week. I do like tomorrow. I'm leaving just
A
tomorrow.
2-day notice. You're
Yeah, I'm
leaving
not even.
2 day.
I'm just not showing up.
Just not showing up. All right, so let's get into the Hasbro. 2 big releases today.
Mhm.
The Mandalorian Ahsoka,
Yes,
and
that's.
of course she doesn't come with no robe. Like
Yeah, she needs a robe. I
she
guess
needs
people
a
are gonna
robe.
customize it. It's already out there.
She
The
needs a
customized
robe.
robe.
And then the Death Watch Mandalorian. And I gotta say that Death Watch Mandalorian is probably one of the best Black Series figures I've ever seen.
The gun is what I want. To be honest, I
Of
don't
course,
think it's a remake. I don't think
well,
it's.
I don't think well, if you notice, it did take some of the season 1 Mandalorian sculpt
Yeah.
parts, like the chest plate and all that, but I don't think it's a complete repaint. I want to say it's like the armor pieces on a new mold or an old body.
Like it looks new, but like new, but like a little bit reused at the same
I
time.
like
Like
the colors that they used for it, and I think they did a good job on the helmet. I think they used
yeah,
I don't want to say it's actually I'm gonna pull up a picture of it here.
yeah, he should. Yeah, because like it doesn't look like what was it, the Death Watch from like the Clone Wars. Like I had that one and I didn't
Yeah,
like it. It was so disappointing.
it looks like the Death Watch Mandalorian from uh Mandalorian.
Yeah, but I just feel like it didn't look as good. Like
I
I
want
just
to
was disappointed
say
with it.
I want to say that helmet. It looks like the Empire Strikes Back Boba Fett helmet. That's what it looks like, and it looks like it's
Yeah.
just been repainted. But I think the colors on it are just. I
Oh,
think this is probably one of the best figures I've ever seen. Yeah, it says right here on the
you're
box,
making
Star
a
Wars.
lot of people.
It
Oh,
says right here, Star Wars: The Mandalorian. Yeah, so it is the Death Watch Mandalorian that we see.
it could potentially be one of the top 10, but I'd say like okay, well what is like the best like Black Series figure you've ever seen and like held? Like because I can name like this one looks pretty good, but I can name like 5 others that are like ahead of that. Like first one being Captain Rex. That's
I want to say that the best Black Series figure that in my opinion, now this is my opinion, do not rage out.
Please do.
No, guys, don't rage out. All right, this is my opinion. This is strictly my opinion. I think the best Black Series figure on what I can think of right now is probably the Biker Scout.
The Biker Scout. The
Imperial Biker Scout.
Because didn't they make a couple of those?
Yeah, they
made one from the Jedi.
They made one. They made one with. No, I'm talking about.
The one with the bike.
Yeah.
Oh, like the whole big box thing, right?
Yeah, that Scout Trooper. That's the version I'm talking about.
Yeah, the one with the bike and like yeah, that one's pretty good. I like that one.
And this Ahsoka that was released today, I'm gonna be honest, I don't like the face that they put on the figure.
Yeah, they kind of did her dirty, but
because I'm sitting here looking at it, and it kind of looks like she's just angry. I love the box art though. The box art looks really good.
I like her outfit and everything, but like like you said, like the face, it's because the other ones were pretty good. Like the Clone Wars was excellent. I have that one, and the one where she's a little older, like from Rebels, is good too.
Yeah, I didn't like the face on that one either though.
The Rebels one's better than the one that came out right now. But as a fan of the Clone Wars, I think it's a good collection.
If I had to pick a top 3 best Black Series figures, number 1 would be the Scout Trooper. Number 2 would be now I'm talking just bare minimum, no customization work or anything.
Yeah.
Number 2 would probably have to be probably Jar Jar.
No way.
Yeah, that figure was very good. I mean, it looked very good. It had a very good paint job and everything to it. Number three would probably have to be. I'm gonna go with Commander Blah.
Okay, I could see that one. The visor is the one that I like on him. I'd say for myself, definitely number 1, Captain Rex.
That is a good. That's a good figure.
Number 2,
Commander Fox.
He's top 10. Like as much as I hate him, he's top 10. He's got style.
You heard it here first. You heard it here first.
You heard it here first on Rodian Radio. As much as I slander this man, like he's still a good looking figure. Number 2, I would give it to Ahsoka, the Clone Wars. That's excellent figure. Number 3, who would I give that one to? I'm looking at my collection right now. I would say that's not a custom, because the custom one I would go to you, the Captain Vaughn.
Thanks, I appreciate that.
Yeah, it's a very, very good custom. I would say Cad Bane, number 3. Honorable mention Echo, honorable mention Imperial Crosshair. Yeah, Cad Bane.
I take that back. Okay, yeah. Honorable mention for me would be the Clone Wars Obi-Wan. That was that Target exclusive Obi-Wan.
Yeah, that one was really
probably the best Obi-Wan sculpt I've seen for a figure.
Really? Oh, another honorable mention, General Grievous. I can't diss.
That was a good one.
But I'm gonna wait for the white version though. That's the one I would probably get.
I do like that one, but I'll probably never find it.
I don't know, man.
And I wasn't even gonna attempt for the pre-orders.
Yeah, pre-orders definitely not. You just have to wait. Like once the first person gets it, then all these, because I noticed what they do now. It's like they got like hookups at the shipments, and then like they buy a whole box, and then from there, that's when they do their business and stuff like that. Like I never knew it was like that like complex. What's another one? Darth Vader.
Darth Vader is a good one. Yeah.
Empire Strikes Back one is really cool. The box wise, figure wise, it's not as good as the Rogue one, because the Rogue one had red visors.
The new Stormtrooper mold, that was a pretty good one.
Yeah, I
If you can
wasn't.
find one that's not bent out of shape.
Yeah, so for me, like the stormtroopers, I'm really picky. Like I like the GameStop. I think it was a GameStop exclusive. It's like the red and white. They look like the.
Speaking of GameStop and stormtroopers, every
Ooh,
single GameStop I go into, I see mounds of these jetpack Imperial
Jetpack
troopers.
Imperial
What
Troopers.
is
Yeah,
the deal with this? Why are
that
there so many? And it's
I
not
don't know.
just
I
at
can't
one
tell you.
store, it's everywhere.
Every
I'm
store.
like, now would be the perfect time to army build a plain white Imperial jump pack trooper.
But it's.
Why can this not be a clone? Why
I
does it
know
have
they.
to be a jet trooper?
If it was a clone, I would have. I would have
I would
been.
have done bought them all.
Oh, do you know another one we missed out that people are gonna be mad at us for? Boba Fett.
Which
The
Boba Fett?
There was a. It wasn't like Black Series. It was kind of like a vintage, but it was a 6-inch vintage Imperial Strikes Back Boba Fett. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, but
I do not know what you're talking
it's.
about.
I
Is it a
don't know.
knockoff?
No, it's not. It's legit. Let me look it up. 6-inch Boba Fett. Yeah, that's because I got this one a long time. So it's the Star Wars Empire. So it's Star Wars. Oh, it's Black Series. So Black Series 6-inch Empire Strikes Back 40th anniversary. That's the one
Yes,
that's really.
I actually bought that one. I
Yeah,
found
I
that
have
one
that
at
one too.
Walmart. I found that
Yeah,
one at Walmart before scalpers
I
existed.
yeah, I got
My
that one for
favorite.
Christmas. It was I think it's one of the best Boba Fett.
Yeah, that was a good one. But I like the carbonized Boba Fett.
Carbonized?
I like him in the box.
Yeah, I can see it.
It
But
looks very
like
good in the box.
Django is favorable too.
Django needs to be dumped. They need to completely redo that mold. That's a horrible body mold.
They do.
It's not even Django Fett. It's more like Jumbo Fett.
Jumbo Fett. Oh my god, you heard it first from Roadie Radio. We're gonna have to get
Yes,
roasted.
Jumbo Fett.
What if the voice actor or the actor from Boba Fett just calls up on the line? He's like, "Hey, I don't like what you said." my dad.
Hey, take you to the Polynesian spa. I'll show you Jumbo Fett.
Oh my god.
Like when he brings us back to Mando season 2, episode 6 or whatever it
Oh my
was, and he's like, I want you to
god.
look at something. And he holds it up. And
Just hold the whole thing.
it's like him as Santa Claus or something.
My gosh, dude. But another one I would want them to redo is Commander Gree, and then like the scout troopers that were with Commander Gree, like the green military.
That would be a cool release. I think they
Yeah.
should release that one.
Yeah.
I mean, they've already got they've already got the mold. They just got to make some modifications to it and
Yeah,
repaint it.
I know we're missing one, like because I'm looking at a whole list of like
Commander
exclusive.
Wolf was a good sculpt, but
Commander Wolf is good.
I didn't like how short his comma was.
Yeah, he was very stiff figure.
Yeah, he is pretty stiff, but he's
Like
got one of the best helmet sculpts I've seen.
yeah, it is true. You know, it's so funny. I was actually doing a shoot with him. One of my Megatron sets. It's one of those deleted scene photos. He accidentally caught on fire for a little. It was not part of the plan, you know. We had to put him out, you know. He's still alive. He's good. He's
Call
stable.
from the fire department. Yeah, you know what started this fire? Yeah, it was an action figure.
No, it was safe. It was safe in my backyard. No, safe.
Action
All
figure.
good.
I accidentally caught him on fire, taking pictures of him, and the firefighter looks at you and says, "How old are you, dude?"
I feel like it's worth it. Let's see, Clone Wars.
Now, out of Black Series, if we're talking vintage collection, I think one of the best vintage collection figures is the Clone Wars Obi-Wan. That is one of the best, and the Captain Rex. But probably the best vintage collection figure that I can think of would probably be the Return of the Jedi Boba.
Yeah. In terms of like detail and accessories and stuff like that.
Yes.
Okay,
And the paint, all of it, detail, all of it.
That's fair. Yeah.
Whereas with
the
the Return of the
Sand
Jedi, the Tuskens are a good Black Series figure too.
They're actually very, really
good.
I
was in Walmart yesterday, and you know how after the holidays they mark down all their holiday decorations and stuff like that. They put them on clearance. I was walking through the electronics center, and I looked up, and there was a shelf, and they had these Halloween masks, but they were like legit rubber masks that fits like your whole head. and they were marked down. They were on clearance for $50, and it was Star Wars masks. They had a Tusken Raider, they had an Emperor Palpatine, they had Darth Maul. I think they had Bosk, and if they weren't so expensive, I would have bought one. I would have bought the Tusken.
Tusken, that's pretty cool.
I would have put it on and walked through the door when I got home from work. Been like, ooh, 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 ooh.
That's a pretty good impression of that.
Hold on, look. Viewer discretion, your ears are probably about to bleed. So.
Oh, and he's like,
R.I.P. It'd be like,
some guy's at work listening to this, and his boss comes in. He just looks at him and walks away.
Like, what are you watching, dude?
Fennec. Oh, can we talk about Fennec a little bit? Oh,
yes. Yeah, we actually talked about her last week, but
we did.
We'll do it
we
again.
can bring it up
We've
again.
always got time for Fennec Shan.
Mm-hmm. I'd say it's one of the best bounty hunter looking figures I've seen.
You
the
know,
rifles, the steel.
Yeah. IG-88 was pretty good.
Yeah, IG-88. Might as well put a Terminator.
Greedo.
In Greedo. Yeah,
Can't forget them Rhodians, man.
No, the Rhodian, the symbol of this show.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, that's all I seen today from the releases.
It's been pretty good though. Like you called it. 2022 was the year where every man's wallet and
I called it, man. And these releases are not gonna. I 99.9% highly doubt that they're gonna drop this year.
No, it's too soon. But you know,
I mean, even the reveals from that Hasbro Pulse Con, like their reveals aren't even releasing until like next summer.
Dang, dude. But honestly, like, since all these releases are like, these are all, it's not even just like, you know how like usually like a whole batch is like maybe one or two is really good. Like this one, every single one is like a hit. Every single is like it's like each time your wallet's like, don't do it, man, don't do it.
Like, they finally fired Kathleen Kennedy.
They did.
I mean, I don't know what. I mean, we didn't hear that here on Rhodian Radio, but
hold on, I need to.
Don't give me hope. We love Disney here.
We do.
Yes, we do. No, we better stop it. This ain't no Mickey Mouse podcast. No, but you know, back. No, but you know, I was saying, I made a comment on one of our previous shows from a while back, a few months ago, that you know Kathleen Kennedy and her band of misfits are running Hasbro. That's why we're getting all these garbage figures. But
now, did they fire her, or did they what happened here? Like, because we're getting bangers joking. Every single.
Oh. I was just joking. What if they got George Lucas in there running things? It's like, no, add that color there and take that head sculpt and put it on that mold. Genius. We'll make $1 billion. It'd be great.
Dude. I feel like scalping is gonna get so bad.
Oh yes. You know that Ahsoka and that Mando is gonna go for 80 and up a piece.
I bet that Death Watch is probably gonna be worth 100, like on spot.
Oh yeah, no doubt. I'm actually surprised though. I've been seeing the Bad Batch Rex for around 60. That actually surprises me.
I saw one that was like 45, but at the same time, I'm like, this Rex mold looks terrible compared to the one I have. The one I have, I think, is from like 2018.
Yeah.
Or whatever. But yeah, it's so badly made. Like,
you know,
all they gave him was a poncho.
I'll never forget it. Before I started collecting Black Series, I remember I walked into a Walmart. And this is back when Walmart put up displays of action figures.
They did.
I walked into Walmart and they had Commander Gree on the shelf.
Oh no.
Yes, and that will never happen again.
You know, yeah, I'll tell you a story too. So I was at a store called Five Below a couple years, and the Captain Rex was there, and I looked at it and I was like, that's interesting. He's $5. And I was like, I'm not getting it. And I'm like, man, if I bought
that's the biggest mistake you've ever made as a toy collector.
And then I bought it later down the line, and I basically traded it for a lightsaber. So that's how much that figure was worth.
You got a lightsaber?
I traded my Darth Vader lightsaber for that. Hey, it's worth it in my opinion.
Why would you trade a lightsaber? I have like 7
I
of
had
them.
a,
and
I had a Star Wars Galaxy Darth Vader light. It was pretty fun. I liked it. It was heavy. Like it was nice and everything.
all of my lightsabers are Black Series.
Yeah. The one I do, you should try the Disneyland ones. Those ones are another level.
I like the
Yeah.
Black Series though. I think my favorite one that I have from Black Series is probably Padawan Kenobi's.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
It is. It is.
Mm.
But
I like the lightsabers. I like them when like you can hang them on the wall and stuff. But like for me, like at the time, I was like starting to collect, and I was like, I'm not paying this amount for that figure. So I told him like I'll trade you. And what's that was like that was a good deal to me. I was like,
I have Vader's. I have Vader's. I have Vader's, Luke's. I have Ben Kenobi's. I have Padawan
mm,
Kenobi's. I have Darth Maul's. I had to buy those separately just to be able to connect them.
yeah. Oh man, those are
If I had to buy another one, I would want Qui-Gon, Yoda, and Count Dooku. But Count Dooku would be number one for me if I bought another
the
one.
curve. The one at
Yeah,
Galaxy Edge is really nice,
I
especially with
have
Ahsoka ones.
Kylo's. Kylo's is
That was
pretty
good.
cool.
Mm-hmm.
It's the
From GameStop.
heaviest one. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
I
I
actually
did
got
have
it
one.
from a store called Dirt Cheap. I got
Dirt
it for
cheap.
$70.
That is dirt cheap back
70
then.
bucks. And retail price for that thing was like 260. So
Dude, I love the new stores like that when they're like,
yeah.
welcome to dirt cheap. Like you
That's
just charge
literally what it
people.
called. Like it's got a big sign up on the wall. It says dirt cheap when you walk in the door. That's what it's called, dirt cheap.
Imagine like just randomly you walk into the dirt cheap and they had all the Black Series out already, like the ones that are coming on 2022.
Yeah, that would be the one time that I would be a hog, a toy hog.
Because you'll never see them
But I
again.
wouldn't scalp them though. I mean, I would obviously give some
Like
to
one
you,
each. Yeah, yeah.
and yeah, I would give some to you, and
Mm,
some to people that I know on a personal level that
yeah,
collect. I wouldn't
definitely.
keep them all for myself. If I did, I would customize them. That way, I could have one of the same
Uh,
figure, but it would be different
uh-huh.
paint jobs.
Yeah, definitely.
But that's about all the toy releases that I wanted to talk about.
Uh-huh.
Uh, I went into GameStop yesterday and they had the Death Watch Mando helmet. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, yeah. There
If
also
it
is
wasn't over $100, I would have bought it.
there's
But
actually a sale right now going on. It's on GameStop, the website. I think it's
I
like
could have used my
15%
monthly
off.
$5 gift
Yeah,
card, but
$5 coupon.
could have paid
Uh,
$103 for it. But
hey, it's something, man. Keep like,
I like to use that only on figures, though. I don't like to use
yeah,
that for anything else because it makes a big difference when you go in there and you find a figure for $20 and it comes down to 15,
yeah, it's such a big difference. Like
especially if
only
it's a new one.
collectors understand. Yeah.
Yeah.
Every time I walk into a GameStop, there's always like Marvel Legends, and I'm just like, ugh.
Oh, don't even get me started,
Oh my
man.
god,
It's always
yeah, yeah,
Marvel Legends, and
yeah. I'm calling them out. Yeah,
it's
as much as
always
I
the
trash.
archive Hoth, Han,
Uh,
and Luke.
hmm
That's like all you see, and the occasional Zori Bliss on clearance.
Like every time I see Marvel Legends, I just want to yak. And yeah, I'm calling out all the Marvel Legends. I know I got my Black Series homies backing me up, even though I have a couple haters on the Commander Fox side. So
I like
set
Marvel
aside our
Legends,
differences.
but here lately, like those Iron Man figures that they came out with a few
Mm,
weeks ago, oh, what was it, like the anniversary or something, and it had you had the Happy Hogan and Iron Man 2 pack, and then you had
yeah.
um, I actually bought the What If Hydra Stomper.
Uh-huh.
It's like a 13-inch tall, basically
13.
the Mark 1 Iron Man suit. And what
Oh
I'm gonna
yeah, yeah,
do
yeah.
is I'm gonna repaint it and I'm gonna make my
Uh-huh.
own custom Ironmonger because I've
Nice.
already got the original Iron Man figure.
Yeah, that's
So
pretty cool. Yeah, I
yeah,
saw that. I've
I
seen
seen
that
it.
one.
Yeah, I seen it and I was like, man, I can't pass it up.
You can't, dude.
I
It's a
can't.
really cool. Like they have some cool
I'll
figures
never
in there.
see it again if I don't
Yeah,
get it.
yeah. The Spider-Mans, like they needed to make a remake of Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man. Then I would
I
be
like
interested.
Andrew Garfield. Andrew Garfield's my favorite
I
Spider-Man.
like
But this
Andrew
is
too.
not a Marvel podcast. What are
All
we
right,
doing?
yeah, we're off topic here. Let's talk about
Yeah,
topic.
we're very off topic. But I was in a comic book store the other day and I seen a vintage collection Star Killer
Mhm.
for like $145.
I was like Star Killer. I was gonna ask you right now, did they have that in Black Series? 'Cause I was gonna.
No, it's
$100.
for you who don't know who Starkiller is, that's the Force Unleashed dude.
How-
It's the guy that Sam Witwer
Yeah, he
uh
did the
voice acts.
Darth
They
Maul.
modeled his Darth
Yeah,
Maul.
I know it is. I played the games, Unleashed 1 and
Yeah,
2.
but
I
$140
like better.
ish dollars for one
Mm.
carded figure. No, thank you.
I think he's like
That
three. He's
yeah.
not even 5 inches. He's like 4, right? 3.5
He's
or
not even
4.5.
4. He's like 3.5.
Oh my gosh! Just to put it on display, dude. Oh my.
Yeah, just to put it on display. Of course, I would never open it if I'd bought it, and I would have to
Yeah,
eventually have it autographed somehow by meeting
yeah,
Sam
same.
Witwer. But
Yeah, maybe get my Captain Rex signed or my Ahsoka, anything.
I would like to have some stuff signed. I've got some
Me
action
too.
figures. I've got some stuff signed, but it's not Star Wars. It's like Walking Dead.
Mhm. Oh, okay, that's pretty cool. It's a pretty popular show.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
but-
trying to. My goal is to like say like the Captain Rex. I get like D. Bradley Baker sign it, and I'll like lock it in the bottom of a chest somewhere and like
I'll
I'll put
sign
it
it
on
for
my.
you.
It's like, it's not gonna be worth anything.
I'll sign it for you, and I'll do the voice.
Do the voice. Oh God! Don't bring my hopes up. Okay,
But I
pretty
think
cool.
that's all the toy reveals that I had. We've got
Yeah,
one more
but it was a
bit
lot.
here.
Mhm.
Yeah. There's been a lot, and they've all been really good.
God, dude, my wallet, man. Oh, it's ready.
I'm
Because
I'm
the first one,
saving I'm saving
who you
my
say who are you
time,
saving it
money,
for?
and
Who
energy.
is yours? Who like I say? So say like you find the figure, right?
Well,
It's some
it
like
was Cobb Vanth, but then after I saw the release, I'm like, I'm not pre-ordering that.
all right, as of right now, say you walk into Walmart and you see like if you had to choose between the Ahsoka, the Death Watch, and what's the other one that's new? Or Fennec, which one would you choose?
I would totally do the Death Watch.
Death Watch. Okay. I would do Fennec.
That would
in my
probably be
case.
the one figure besides that one and the Tatooine Boba. Those would be the two figures that I would buy on the spot.
Tatooine Boba.
I don't like the head sculpt, but
How do I?
I
But
don't.
I'm still thinking about it. Like, I I don't know if I don't think I would get Death Watch. I would do definitely Ahsoka, Fennec. Who else is there? The boss from GameStop.
Oh, you mean the
And
bust?
yeah, the the gamers. Dude, I'm sorry, but that's just literally like what's his name, Hunter repainted with the new helmet or something.
The
Like
bust.
they need to make like if I would laugh so hard if they made boss like the size of Hulk. Like cause I'm like he's the boss,
Then he
or
would
like at
call
least
Buff.
a buff or like bulk or like the Doom figure. Doom figures are like McFarlane like could have made the boss figure look
Yeah.
way better.
I'll be honest, McFarlane's they got pretty creative with what they're making, but
They do. Mhm.
and it's like I don't they got like a Batman fetish or something because every figure
They
they come
do.
out with is related to Batman.
Every single one of them. Like
Then it's like
like Goth
they're
Batman with
like, oh
guitar,
yeah, we want to do something with Batman, but we've already done Batman. Well, make it Earth 15 Batman.
Yeah, or like, and they're releasing the pre-orders for the Batman, the new movie.
Yeah.
That's the one.
Here we are again, getting off topic.
Yeah, off top. Yeah, whatever. It's figures, it's relatable. We're talking about stuff,
All
Star
right,
Wars,
so
Black Series.
I got one little bit left here for the news.
Mhm.
Giancarlo Esposito. If you don't know who that is Moff Gideon from The Mandalorian.
Uh-huh.
All right, so he was at a convention. I'm not sure when this was. I guess it was, the past 2 weeks or so. And a guy got up and he was in a Mando costume. And this was at a panel, so it was a Q&A for Giancarlo Esposito.
Yeah.
And if you don't keep up with Giancarlo Esposito, he's nothing like his characters that he plays. He always plays the bad guy in whatever he does. He was Gus Fring in Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
He's the new villain for Far Cry 6. But Giancarlo, he's a very down to earth. He's very funny, and he's just a very lively spirit person. But this guy got up and he was dressed as the Mandalorian, and he asked Giancarlo Esposito who his favorite co-worker on the Mandalorian was. And I'm going to play the clip here, and I apologize for the audio because this was recorded from a phone in the audience, but I will do my best to have this as clear as possible. So here, we'll listen to the article, to the video here, and then we'll discuss it because I think you're going to find this very interesting, Danny.
All right, let me hear what he says.
All right, here we go.
It's Grogu. That's probably his partner.
Who was your favorite co-worker to work with?
My goodness, okay, so you were asking me for one. Yeah, I have to say, and it's maybe, well, okay, I'll say presentation. Gina Carano.
I didn't even hear what he said, like the last part.
He said Gina Carano,
Gina Carano. Who's
which
that
is
again?
Cara Dune.
Cara Dune. Oh yeah, the one that got kicked out, right?
Yeah, she got fired for political reasons and blah blah
Mhm.
blah, which we don't talk about that stuff here on Rodian Radio
Nope.
because actually, who cares? But
Yep.
but we'll finish this here.
Any of that, in particular, other than any of her political beliefs or what she said, whether I think it's appropriate or not, right? We as actors, yeah, we probably sometimes, I think for me, I should just shut my mouth. But sometimes I can't, and I've got to say what I believe because it has to go on record. I love working with her. She's warm and beautiful, wonderful, and I don't care what her politics are. I love the fact that she came to acting late and that she was so raw.
So he says that Gina Carano was his favorite co-star because she's just genuine, and I believe what he says. I don't think Gina Carano puts on a front. I think she is what she is, and what you see is what you get with her.
Yeah,
but that's not a bad thing either. That's a good thing of what I'm meaning. Yeah, she was good. I really liked her character.
It's so crazy. Like when she was the whole like political thing, like her figures were discontinued, and now her figures are worth like so much. Like now it's insane. Like you see, like
that is the toy community that we live in. It's pathetic.
Like honestly, like I get you gotta make us like selling and stuff, but like come on, at least everybody should have the opportunity to like get it for a reasonable price. Because like I love like arguing with scalpers because I message them and I'm just like I don't even ask for like I'm just like really just like that's all I say.
Reminds me. That reminds me. A few months ago, I found a guy selling a lot of. It's like a lot of like 22 figures, and they were all like trooper variants and stuff. And he wanted like $1,000 for them.
Oh my god.
And so I messaged him, and I was like, "Is this really $1,000?" I'm like, "Dude, what you got here is no more worth than 200." He's like,
At
"You
least
can offer me
minute, it's
800."
like max.
Yeah,
Oh
he's
my
like,
god.
"You can offer me 800, 750 or something like that." And I'm like, "Dude, this guy is a clown." He's a clown.
It's just an embarrassment too, because like one, you don't know the market, and two, like you're like have such a high expectation of something, which in reality it's not.
Yeah. Like and three, they're all loose. Like they weren't even in box, which
that's already
to a certain figure that will take the value very, very low.
At least like maybe like $100.
Yeah, it depends on the figure. Like if you have a Captain Rex in box, you can price it for like 150. But if you have him loose, he's like 75. That's a very big difference.
It makes such a big difference. Like, man, dude, I've seen like people like mess with the articulation. They're like looking at the figure and everything, like I don't know, like some like geometric shape of some sort. And I'm like,
yeah,
buddy, it's a piece of plastic.
Pawn Stars. I know a guy.
Yeah, he's like, gotta look at it. He's like the most like
I know a guy.
$20 for Captain Rex.
Speaking of which, I don't know if you've seen it or not, but there was an episode of Pawn Stars where this guy had I want to say it was back around the time when Return of the Jedi came out. They had made I think it was Kenner who had the toys license at that point. They made a rocket firing Boba Fett.
Yeah. I saw that episode.
Yeah. And that was like the #1 prototype out of one. It was a 1 out of 1 figure.
Because
And
it
the
was like
dude,
considered dangerous, right? Because like
yeah,
the
yeah,
launch.
because little flick rocket, yeah.
Yeah,
That figure he wanted, if I'm not mistaken, he wanted
I know it was a lot. That's
yeah, it was like 150,000
hundred fifty
for
thousand.
and that's what the dude appraised it for that came in and looked at it, and
Uh-huh.
he didn't sell it to him. He ended up keeping it.
Okay, really? How much did he offer? I forgot what the
To this day, I don't even think he sold it.
because it's gonna go up. Like that thing could be worth like $500,000 at
Oh
this point.
yeah, in the next 10, 20, 30 years, that thing's gonna be easily $500,000. Easy,
Because
especially if it's in pristine condition, never opened, still has all the accessories, and the paint job is
like
still absolute perfect on it.
like
It
the guy
that thing could, that thing
the guy
could.
doesn't have to worry about bankruptcy because he just has
No,
to sell that.
no. Like that dude could sell that figure and invest in Hasbro and make
Yeah, that's
10
true.
times his profit.
That's true. That's literally his savior. Like, oh my god, I can just imagine it's behind a vault like of like 10 inches of like
Oh
concrete
man,
metal.
if I had that figure and like something happened to it, I would be sick. I would probably puke. I would
I
be
like,
sick.
dude. Just that one crazy guy, like, but then like they don't know what it is. Like,
Yeah, so everybody comes over for Christmas and like, oh, that's a cool Boba Fett. Can you let my kid play? No,
dude, I
don't
wouldn't even show
touch
it to
my Boba
display.
Fett.
It wouldn't. It would
Don't go
be
around my Boba.
no.
Don't even breathe around my Boba Fett.
I would literally have it in my office with the door locked with the combination that
I
only
would
I know.
have some kind of protective case on it, and I would have it locked up somewhere
Definitely.
because that thing right there would be my make it or break it in life.
It literally would be. It's literally like a get
Yeah,
out
it
of
would.
jail free card. That's literally
It
a get out
is,
of
man. Like he could bail people out of jail just by selling that figure.
God, you just think about it.
Crazy.
Imagine you're bailing out a buddy out of prison and like the fees like say like 50 to 100,000 grand and like you get out and they're like, what'd you sell? That's a figure. It's like
Yeah. Or he just walks into jail and he's like, "Hey guy, you like this Boba Fett? It's all yours if you let my buddy go." Oh goodness, man, that would still though. $150,000 for a figure
That's a
is
lot.
crazy.
You think about it, a piece of plastic of a toy is
A
worth that
piece of
much.
plastic, yeah.
Like
But
nothing
what made
special.
it so expensive though is one, it was
The rocket
still
launcher.
on card. It was a 1 out of 1 prototype, and it was still in good condition.
And it had a rocket launcher, which no other figure has now.
Yeah, well, now every figure has a rocket launcher, but
But like it's like regulations. So like
yeah.
certainly back then, like I'm sure back then toys were like that thing would have shot like 20
Oh
miles an
man,
hour.
back then toys would like, kill
They were
you and
indestructible.
they
Yeah,
wouldn't do
yeah, they
nothing.
were, yeah, they were indestructible. Like
Yeah, nowadays, you get canceled over everything. You put Grogu with 2 sets of hands, and one hand looks like it's giving Mando the middle finger, and the next thing you know, it's canceled.
that's a pretty good concept. Hasbro's like write that down, write that down.
Yeah, but and then it's only like you got to keep in mind, Hasbro's like, we're just going off the concept of this guy. He's got 3 fingers. What do you mean?
Oh god, yeah, man. They need to make a figure with like a cigarette in their mouth or something like that. Like that
Yeah,
looks so cool.
yeah.
Something.
Be like Boss Baby Grogu.
Oh gosh, dude,
Yeah,
isn't the
it's
first
crazy.
episode? Wait, what was I saying? Isn't the first episode of Boba Fett come out this Friday?
No, it doesn't come out till December 29th, which
Oh,
is, I think, the Friday after Christmas.
oh,
But
oh,
I
okay.
did see something.
Mhm.
I totally forgot about this. I'm surprised I didn't write this in my notes, but I did see, I don't know if it's true or not. It's just a rumor that I saw that we're supposed to be getting the first Kenobi trailer Friday.
This Friday,
This
dude.
Friday.
Yeah, dude, I would be watching that 1,000
This
times.
Friday. Now that we have the audio and video, we have to do after shows of these shows. Each week we have to do after shows.
Definitely Obi-Wan, like Obi-Wan Kenobi, man. Like, if he says hello there, I'ma lose it. Like the
Oh
first
yeah,
line.
yeah. He just comes out. Hello
Hello
there.
there. I'm just like I lose it. I'd instantly buy the maximum subscription on Disney Plus. Like,
You know what's gonna make me lose it?
what?
Is if we see Kenobi in his little hut and he's got a collection of fallen Jedi lightsabers, and then you just see
That'd be
Grievous come out of the corner.
Oh. just running, like literally head first diving into that collection.
yeah, that's what's gonna make me lose it. Another
Damn.
another fine addition to my collection.
I feel like the Kenobi series, it's gonna be good, but there's gonna be more than one season. I guarantee that show is gonna have more than one season.
Ooh, I don't know about that because there's been so many redos of that show.
The Obi-Wan, well, the Rebels was the only one that was close to like they showed like kind of like the transition between like
Yeah.
Maul's death and then like Luke, like that whole thing was like,
Now I did hear last week, just a rumor, but I heard from a reliable source who heard from a reliable source. Darth Maul is supposed to be in Kenobi at some point.
the one from the first one, the same actor.
Like the one from Solo.
Oh yeah, so the same guy. Yeah.
Yeah,
Dude,
like the same concept or whatever.
oh, dude, this show's we're gonna have to record. We're gonna have like hour sessions
Yes.
of that shit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be
And
counting.
of course we already know that
Hayden
Hayden
Christensen.
Christensen is gonna be on it as Vader.
Are you kidding me, dude? Hayden Christensen, dude, they might as well bring Liam Neeson. Like, honestly, like,
Oh, I mean Qui-Gon.
yeah.
Oh yeah, and
Or maybe they throw in that guy that says cloners, like that guy,
Cloners. Dexter.
Dexter.
I would like to see Liam Neeson. Qui-Gon is my second favorite
Yeah.
Jedi, and Liam Neeson is my favorite actor by
Yeah,
far.
he's a good actor.
So if I can meet one famous actor, it would be Liam Neeson. I would love to just sit down with him one day and just have breakfast with him, and him just be over there, and just be like, yeah. He wouldn't say anything.
Dude, I would tell him to like make a recording for me. Like, you know how you have voicemail? I would have him as my voicemail is like from his Taken movies.
I don't know who you are.
Yeah, literally that.
I don't know what you want, but I will find you, and I will kill you.
Dude, that was the only thing I would request from him.
Yeah, that would be great.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I would love. I mean, I don't see why they can't, because you can't tell me Lucasfilm does not have stored footage of Liam Neeson, either audio or video footage of him after the Phantom Menace.
It might be like
because George Lucas in Revenge of the Sith, when Padme's giving birth, Yoda's sitting there meditating, and in that scene he's actually communicating to Qui-Gon. And if I'm not mistaken, Liam Neeson actually came in and recorded lines for that scene, but they ended up cutting it out.
That's insane. Dude, we need to see the 4-hour version of that Revenge of the Sith.
My mind could not handle it.
Mine could be astronomically.
my mind cannot handle it. I would have to call out of work the next day.
Dude, I would buy the 4K version of that Blu-ray edition. That'd be
I would buy that copy
like
just to watch the 4-hour release.
I would buy it too, like instantly. I'd be like, I would have to watch it, and then we do like to give it like respected like right after midnight. Like it'd be like 4 or 5 in the morning, and we're recording after we watch it.
George, what's the other hour? What's the other hour and a half of that movie?
Oh yeah, a whole nother battle.
Yeah, there's another battle. We got Jar Jar, and yeah, it'd be great.
Yeah, I don't know why they don't like. That's literally what people want. Like, we don't need another Star Wars movie. We need a 4-hour like edition of
faster, more intense. Another check for Daddy.
I would literally lose my mind if they released.
I would too. My mind would not be able to handle that.
Like 4 hours, bro. I'd be like,
man, I would even watch a 4-hour version of the Phantom Menace.
Yeah,
anything but Disney, man. I would watch 4 hours of Star Wars of anything but Disney.
No, what's wrong with Rey Skywalker?
Okay, we're ending the show.
Oh.
Cut his mic.
Oh, hello.
Yeah, no, I can't. No, that I don't care what you
If
say.
you think about it, Lucasfilm is slowly taking over again, even though they're
It
still on
is. Yes, it is.
the
It
starting
is.
with the
And
games.
it's all because of the Mandalorian.
Mandalorian was a game changer. I
If
don't care what people
Mandalorian
say.
never happened, Star Wars would not be where it's at right now. It would still be being
Star Wars
bashed.
would be dead. Star Wars would
Yes, it
honestly
would.
be dead.
It
That
would.
like, because I remember, if I'm not mistaken, what was it? Did was the Rise of Skywalker came around the same time of the first Mandalorian, right? Like
Yeah,
they
the
were.
Mandalorian came out a month before
Mm.
Rise of Skywalker.
And then I was a little confused because I remember Grogu did force healing, and I was like, are they gonna show that in Rise of Skywalker? And then they did use force healing, and I was like, oh my god. And then there's all those memes of like, why didn't Obi-Wan just heal back Anakin again, or like something like that, like put his legs
What
back.
if Grogu taught Rey?
That would have been a better scenario than what it came out to. Bearing
Yep.
the I don't know. Boba
Yep.
Fett should have sniped her out. Like, I don't know.
Yep.
He would not be considered the villain after that. He'd honestly be doing Disney a favor.
He would. Yeah. And nothing against Daisy Ridley. She's a great
No.
actor.
It's just
She's a
they
great actor. It's just how they did the character.
no consequences.
No
She was
consequences, no
maximum.
thought put into the process. It was just, we're making 3 movies. We got a main character. We want her going from rags to riches in the 3 movies.
And it's like Finn. I honestly liked Finn in the first one because I was like, oh, nice, we could have 2
Oh,
Jedis.
yeah.
I was
And
like,
then the
that would have
last
been
10
cool.
movies, he's sidelined.
Yeah, and like and then I remember the promotional photos. Those were the most teaser things I've ever seen. Like him with the lightsaber. Yeah, literally. Like I'm just like, why do they like that? That at that moment, I knew Disney was just using it as marketing. Like I was like,
Yes.
that's it. It's all a lie. Like,
Mhm.
and then I remember when I saw The Last Jedi, this guy was dressed up as a Jedi in the robes and stuff, and that guy walked out so mad because he was like, what was I even? He was like, what did I even watch? Because him and his
This is
poor
not
little kid.
Star Wars. This is Space Wars.
I don't know, like, and then like the Rise of Skywalker. I think I only liked the first 5 minutes of that movie, like when they were on
My
that
favorite part of that whole movie was when she's talking to the Force Ghost.
Force
And
Ghost.
that's the best part in that
Oh,
whole movie.
at the
And
end of
it's
the movie.
because we finally get to see all the Jedi in these films.
Actually, that's
Well,
not true.
don't see them, but we get to hear them.
Yeah, my 2 favorite scenes are one when she's talking to Luke and like basically Luke Skywalker bashes on Ryan Johnson's version of Luke. And he's like, that's no way to treat a lightsaber. And he was like, I was wrong. I was like,
What do you
that's not.
expect me to do? Face him with my laser sword? And get out of here, Ryan
That's
Johnson.
and then I'm hearing
What kind
rumors
of
that,
dialogue is that?
I don't know. And I'm hearing rumors that like Disney's bringing like a whole new set of people who've never watched Star Wars and are writing the script for these Star Wars movies. Tell me how that makes sense.
I can tell you for a fact that the Acolyte show, its director is somebody who does not know Star Wars.
Is that the like animated
That was announced a few months ago.
Acolyte? What was that again? What's that based
That's
off of?
the Sith, like the Sith cult, like
Okay.
before the Republic or whatever.
Mhm. Yeah, I think that is a very,
I
very,
think
very bad idea.
now, if I was the director of that show, I would like to base that show around Knights of the Old Republic.
That's the only that makes sense.
I would have Revan as that main character from the show.
Yeah.
Even though he's technically not a Sith, not a Jedi, but I mean, come on. Bottom line, he's pretty much wearing an acolyte mask. So
We'll see how that goes because like it doesn't like so like their explanation was like we're trying to get a new perspective of Star Wars. How are you going to get a new perspective? I'm sorry, new perspective of Star Wars when they don't know anything. Like for all, but they could be doing like in Rebels, like the helicopter lightsabers, like something like that, you know, or like.
I think Filoni was like, "Yeah, we their lightsabers are now helicopters. The kids will love it."
Yeah, dude, like fidget spinners and stuff. Like
Yeah, the fidget spinners, they're pretty popular right now.
they should make like a, I don't know if they can't, like an axe version of a lightsaber, not like the long ones, but like it's like short and fast, not like a dagger. something like that. I don't know.
I've always liked Ahsoka's lightsabers, how she's got one long one and one short one,
Yeah,
kind of like how
exactly.
the samurais have the long
Mhm.
katana and then they got
Yeah.
the short sword on their back.
Mhm.
I always
Yeah.
like that. I've always seen Ahsoka as, well, not always, but here recent in the past year or so, I've noticed Ahsoka has a lot of similarities to samurais.
Yeah. And Qui-Gon too.
Yeah, Qui-Gon did too. Qui-Gon is my second favorite. First of all, Anakin is my favorite Jedi just because it's Anakin Skywalker.
Mhm.
But Qui-Gon is the true definition of a Jedi. He didn't let political and war views change his belief.
But didn't he know about the clones and stuff like that?
I don't know if he knew about the clones.
Because there was a thing that he knew about it, like he was creating like a secret. He was like very secretive about it because remember, like him and Count Dooku were like homies, so he probably like they because I think this is somewhere in the
Now
commentary.
I know Count Dooku and Sifo Dyas was pretty much basically best friends before Dooku left the Order.
Uh-huh.
And Qui-Gon was Dooku's apprentice or Padawan.
Yes, so he probably heard like
Yeah.
conversations between them.
Yeah, he probably knew a little bit, but
Yeah, I'd say Qui-Gon or Ahsoka would be the most balanced.
yeah.
They're
I
very
see Ahsoka as a gray Jedi. I don't see her as a light side, and I don't see her as a dark side. I see her
Yeah,
just a
true.
force user to keep balance.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. And I think that's the definition of a Jedi, is to keep the balance.
Well, a gray Jedi is, there's no such thing as right and wrong. It's the Force and the Force alone.
Yeah. So they're basically like full monks.
Yeah, yeah,
Pretty much, yeah. I'd say that.
yeah.
Dang, dude.
But that's about all I had on the news.
Same. We had a lot of stuff.
So we
Oh, what about the other stuff? You remember the pictures you were showing me earlier?
oh yeah, we'll get into that here at the end of the show.
Oh yeah. That's
right now I want to get into this.
Mm-hmm.
Today in Star Wars history.
What was
Today in Star Wars history, on November 9th, 2001, Episode 2 Attack of the Clones trailer debuted.
Dang.
2001, and that movie came out, what,
20 years ago.
2002?
Dang.
Because the prequels were 3 years apart from each other. First one came out in 1999, so yeah, 2002, and then Revenge of the Sith was 2005.
Yeah.
But yeah, 2001, on November the 9th, Episode 2 Attack of the Clones trailer debuted.
That's crazy.
That is crazy. Yesterday was the I forgot what it was. It was something about the Revenge of the Sith. I thought it was pretty interesting, but then we didn't end up recording yesterday, so
yeah.
I didn't write it down.
Damn. Yeah.
So,
what do you?
All right, so now we're gonna get into the nitty gritty here. Rodian Radio does have t-shirts and working on sweatshirts and beanies. We can do tumblers, keychains, phone cases. What else? Basically, that's all I can do right now. They're not available yet. They're not available yet, but when they do come available, listen to me, people.
Okay, go on. Sorry.
Listen to me, people. When they become available, the only way to buy them will be through email to Rodian Radio of what you want, what size. Why are you laughing?
No, go on. I'll tell you after.
So the only way to buy them is you'll have to send us an email, what size, what you want, and it will have to be sent through PayPal only. It will be the United States. Right now, no international shipping because shipping outside the United States is outrageously expensive. I know for a fact because I shipped some figures to Australia and it was like $30 to ship 2 figures. But yeah, so right now we have shirts. I'm working on sweatshirts and I've got some beanies coming. Once again, I'm not gonna drop them yet. I'm not gonna release them yet. But when I do release them, I'll put it on Instagram, and I'll probably make a promo video and put it on YouTube. You can find us on YouTube through the link in the description of the podcast. You can follow us on there. This is where this video is going to be. Danny, I'm going to send you. I only have one concept, and it's the shirt that I was showing you earlier. But here is the back of that shirt, and I can't wait to see your reaction to this.
All right, I'm looking up. I was just laughing because like when you like had the. All right, I'm definitely buying the shirt.
Can you see what it says?
I see the in remembrance. Oh my god, baby.
And then the front of the shirt, I already sent it to you. Now
Yeah.
the sweatshirts that we're doing.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Please.
The sweatshirts that we're doing, I'm gonna have. This is the back.
Oh damn.
And then, hey, what are you doing talking like that? It's a family
Oh
friendly.
my bad. Okay, it's just that good, people. Like I usually.
I'm about to mute you.
Hey, that was my first time.
Keep all comments till the end of the show, please.
All right.
All right. So that's the sweatshirt, and then this is gonna go on each shoulder.
I'm not gonna lie. All right, I'll actually tell you after the show. Like, if we don't know when this is coming out, but if this comes out maybe soon, I can see myself wearing that to Disneyland, and people are gonna come up to me.
The front of these shirts, I will tell you this: the front of it right here on the pocket, it does say Rodian Radio.
That's really cool.
You have now listen. The only way
hold on before you say anything, like, because I just saw it in your eyes, like the amount of like how insane this is gonna be. Like you literally put your mouth right to the mic and like, listen, people, because you're like that guy like in charge of like the Black Friday thing, and like before you open the doors, you have the microphone because you know it's about to get real.
Yeah, and those sweatshirt, like that one T-shirt is on white. You see why I said it looks better on white?
Yeah, I see. Because
the
only
sweatshirts are going to be a dark gray, charcoalish kind of deal.
Yes.
So either that or just straight up black color sweatshirts. But listen, people, take me serious.
Don't take me serious.
When we drop these, the only way to buy them will be through an email and PayPal. Or you can send us a request on Instagram. That's the only 2 ways of payment right now. I am looking into other ways, but for right now, that's the most convenient for my time and schedule to do this because I will be the one shipping them out to you. I will send yours, Danny, whenever I get them, which I'm waiting on the beanies right now, and then I'll have the.
Do you have a picture of them?
It's just the first shirt. It's just that logo on the beanie. That's all it is.
The one on the back?
Yeah.
Oh, definitely. I'm gonna get the whole package.
Now, after I drop these, I want to do like a special deal, maybe to two listeners. But there's going to be conditions and requirements for this deal to actually happen. But we'll talk more about that once these release. But I can tell, like, you can barely sit in your seat right now because you're so excited about what I just showed you.
Dang.
These
and
are
see-
my own designs.
you said keychains too, right?
Yeah, keychains too.
Oh man.
These are my own designs. Of course, I
That's
didn't.
good.
I don't claim the logos or nothing, but you know, just my design using them.
That's actually really clean.
I will give everybody a hint. One of the shirts is only for Danny's liking, because I don't necessarily agree with it, but
You can't give it away.
that will be the Danny Roading Radio shirt, and the other ones will be the Chase Roading Radio shirts.
They're both very, very good. Like I could see both. Yeah. Dude. Wait, so the beanie would also be the logo of the other one, right?
Yeah, I mean, I can, yeah.
Yeah, okay, that one's good too.
Yeah, basically anything that me and you want to come up with, it can pretty much be put on a shirt or a beanie or a
Nice.
cup or a keychain or something.
That's actually
So there's that.
dang.
You can't stop looking. Here,
I can't.
I'll send you a more in clear view of this this one.
I'm literally like zooming in the
There you go.
Oh yeah. That is literally my logo. That is my calling card. Very
Yep,
clever.
there's that one. But yeah, this one right here is just the basic, you know, shirt. That logo will be on the beanies that I have coming.
Okay, let's see.
So, but once I get all the merchandise, I'll them, you know, release it and drop it on Instagram for anybody to buy. But
and then I mean we'll talk about it later, but I would obviously have it on my link too, like the same link you have on my page as well.
and I'll post it out on my personal accounts too. But yeah, but we can only do stuff like this if our show grows. That's why everybody listening, if this is your first time listening, thank you for tuning in, and we appreciate you listening.
We do.
And if you've been listening with us since the beginning or the middle of whenever we started, you know, like I said, we're back bigger and better and badder with all this audio and stuff. And
he is not capping.
The only way that we can do stuff like this and actually make it work is if we get listeners and support, and you share us and leave us reviews on the podcast and send us emails. You know, we have the voicemail set up now, and I'll leave all of that in the description below for any information. But you know, it doesn't hurt to, you know, listen to us while you're driving down the road, you know, play us on the background while you're working, you know, whatever. You got free time. I mean, our shows are not that long. They're an hour to 2 hours tops. I mean, everybody pretty much has got an hour to 2 hours through their day to kill. And if you love Star Wars, why would you not have a Star Wars talk show and commentary and impressions and who knows what playing in the
Nonsense
background?
going off topic and back on, you know, there's no script. I'm not reading a script here.
This is all unscripted, and I think everybody can understand that because how many times I say
Oh God.
It's just one of those things. But I will post all the information stuff in the, and please send me in emails. I long to read your emails, and I want your voicemails. I've been sitting waiting for voicemails to come through, and it's just so slow right now because we need listeners and support. And once the shirt drops, you're only gonna be able to find them on Rodian Radio. They're not. And trust me, you're not gonna want to sleep on these shirts.
You do not. I'm like, I'm usually not a hyping type of person, but I looked at them and I was like, my face was like, it was like, I don't know if you guys know the wrestling meme, like where the guy like leans back in his chair and it's like the stars are blowing up in his eyes or whatever.
Yeah, like these shirts are made. I don't take claim in any of the logos or anything. I'm just using them, and all credit goes to whoever made the logos and everything. But the design is made by me. I have a friend that I know personally who makes custom stuff like this, and that's our supplier for our merchandise. But the only place you can get it is Rhodey Red. You're not gonna go to the Disney store.
Nope,
And-
you can't.
and
You're not
find
gonna
this.
find any.
You're not
of
gonna
this.
find this on eBay. You're not gonna find this on
Nope.
Mercari. You're not gonna find this on Instagram,
Not even find
Facebook,
it on
Marketplace,
Craigslist.
anywhere. No, you can't even. No, you can't. Rodian Radio is the
Rodian
only
Radio.
place that you're gonna get one of these, unless it's not from us. If it's not from us, we didn't send it to you. So yeah, be on the lookout for that. And that's pretty much all I got for the show. Anything you wanna?
Basically, like once we decide like on how to like organize and distribute it, I will definitely be advertising this like to all my people, and then like
I see you going a week without washing your shirt. I see you just wearing it 5 straight days in a row.
I would literally, so what I would do is like separate it from all the rest of the clothes from this one, because I want that one shirt to look as pristine as possible. Like, God, I can't wait for the beanies too. Like, oh, that's a. It's just gonna leave a smile on my face. I know people are gonna ask me about this. I'm 100% sure people are gonna ask me like where I got this.
Let's see, with that sweatshirt, if I wear that, I work with a guy who rides motorcycles, and he's all about that
Mm-hmm.
that alpha logo per se.
Mhm.
And I know he's gonna ask me about it. I'll be like, yeah, dude, that's, even though he doesn't care about Star Wars, he's still gonna ask me about it.
Exactly. You were just spreading the culture here, man.
But I'm working on getting about 4 to 5 t-shirt / sweatshirt designs, and I have 3 of them done so far. Yeah, you're not gonna want to miss it.
You do not. I might have to start. Actually, I want. That's pretty cool. Like the logos and stuff. I'm actually down to like, because I have some of my own. I have some.
I see you taking this and putting it as your next background.
Yeah. Well, I don't have the. I would do it, but once we like launch officially, it'll forever be that. That'll be like on my tombstone. Like.
Gonna have it engraved on your tombstone.
Yeah. Oh, and be like, oh, by the way. Like.
Oh, by the way.
Yeah, blank.
Look at you. You're getting the stink eye from Fox right now, looking at you. So
I don't care. Ghost Rider is gonna show him what his true punishment is, as my previous photos did. I actually used real fire when I did. I was almost this close to catching him on fire, and I was like, do I regret my decision? No, I don't. He just needed to taste fear for a second, and the only person I could express that is Mr. Ghost Rider himself.
That's funny.
Yeah, that's pretty much it, though. I think we got to end it like this, like, and then like, this is too good.
So you wanna just end on this good note right here?
There's a lot of good things coming, people. I promise.
A lot of
you,
good things
there's
coming.
A lot of good.
We appreciate anybody listening and tuning in and watching our videos. We're trying our best to get videos and episodes and shows out as soon as possible. We got some film commentary coming in the works, hopefully next week. Be glad to get Ollie back, man.
Yeah.
He's a great person to have on the show. It's very fun. But I'm Chase.
This is Danny.
And until next time, this is Rodian Radio. And remember, Force will be with you.
Or not.
Buy our merch.
Later, dude.
All right. We appreciate everybody listening. And without further ado, we are heading out of here.
All right.